In early March, Art Johnson, operations manager at Canstar Restorations in Vancouver BC, not only received the prestigious Martin L. King Award at the Restoration Industry Association's annual Industry Summit, he was also the first Canadian to ever do so. Humble as ever, Art says he was caught totally by surprise.
I didn't know I was in the running. It was a complete surprise, and there was only 3 or 4, actually there was 4 people that knew about it. The nominating committee and the selection committee, which is the same, and the founder of the award. I went to Colorado because I sit on the board of directors, and we were all brought up to the stage, introduced because it was a membership meeting. I was sitting at the table when they were reading off all the awards for different things, and then all of a sudden I was listening to the Martin King Award and started to recognize my bio. Till then, I didn't even have a clue, and I couldn't hear very well because of the way the sound was. So all of a sudden, I started putting 2 and 2 together, and I could start to identify it was me, but it was about only the last minute of the presentation. So it was a tremendous surprise to me. The fact that they would think of me was a tremendous honor, but made it even more compelling that I live up to that, to the award in the future. The RIAA always tries to include international presence in the board, and for them to recognize a Canadian was definitely an honor, and kudos to them, right?
Patty Harmon is the Director of Communications for the RIAA. She explains why Art was a unanimous decision as this year's recipient.
When we look for a candidate for the Martin L. King Award, it's usually somebody it's not someone who has served the industry for just a couple of years. We look at their body of work in the industry. And Art is one of those people who is always one of the first to volunteer, who has given hours and hours of his time and effort and expertise. He's chaired a number of RIAA councils, and he's and actually when we were discussing who the recipient should be this year, Art was one of the first names that came up, and that's because he does all of this not for the recognition, but just because he wants to make the industry better, and that is one of the things that we look for in the individuals that are selected for this award.
And just to clear up any misconceptions, the Martin L. King Award is not named after the famous civil rights leader, but after Marty King, one of the founding fathers of the restoration industry.
And it is actually named after Martin L. King, who is one of what we call the founding fathers of restoration. Marty started in restoration probably in 1960. He is one of the most respected and revered individuals in the field today.